Hi everyone, and welcome back to Queen G's Recipes. And today I'm going to be showing you how to make a chocolate chip sour cream coffee cake. Very delicious, very simple to make, and it is amazingly moist and delicious. So the ingredients we'll be needing here are 3/4 cups of butter softened at room temperature. Mine was on top of my stove, so therefore it just melted a little bit, but that's totally fine. You're also going to be needing here 1 2/3 cups of sugar. We have 4 whole eggs, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 3 cups of flour. Into the flour, I have also added 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. We will also be needing 1 cup of sour cream. Now we're going to be adding in a filling, which is going to be our chocolate chip filling. Now what I have here is 1 cup of chocolate chips that I have coated with 3 tablespoons of brown sugar and 1 tablespoon of flour. As you can see, it's all mixed in here. So just make sure you get that a good mix so everything gets coated, because this will be our filling in between 2 layers of our cake. Alright, so we're also going to be making a glaze, which we will be needing 1 cup of icing sugar, also known as powdered sugar, and 3 tablespoons of table cream. But I will show you how to do that in the end. So let's move on to making our cake. I'm going to be making mine in my standing mixer. Most definitely you can use a bowl, a whisk, a spatula, or a wooden spoon. That'll work as well, perfectly fine. And here I have a 12-cup bundt cake pan. So you're gonna need something about this size, between 10 and 12 cups. I have greased it well with some softened butter, and I also have coated it with some flour. Okay, as you can see. You also want to make sure you have your oven preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So let's move on to making our cake. Okay, so with my panel attachment on, we are going to add in our softened butter. Now remember, all the ingredients are written in the description box as always. Okay, also add in our sugar and our vanilla. We're going to mix until we have a nice creamy consistency. Now we'll add in our eggs one at a time, beating after each addition until they're all nicely incorporated into our mixture. Okay, now we'll add in our sour cream. Now make sure you scrape along the sides of your bowl when necessary. And we'll mix until incorporated. Okay, so now we're ready to add in our dry ingredients. Now we are going to sift all of our dry ingredients. And now we'll mix just until incorporated. Do not overmix once you have added in your dry ingredients. Okay, so you will be left with a very thick batter, as you can see here, totally normal. So this is what we're going to work with now. So what we're going to do is I'm going to be using an ice cream scoop, so it'll be easier to place it in our cake pan. So the first layer we are going to cover with our cake batter, and then we're going to put our chocolate chip filling on top. Then we're going to put another layer of cake batter, and then we'll put our chocolate chip filling again, and then top it with our remaining cake batter. Okay, so now we will place our cake into our preheated oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for around 50 minutes or so, from 50 minutes to an hour. It does depend from oven to oven. Now you just want to make sure that you do the toothpick test if it comes out cleaned and your cake is ready to be removed. If not, leave it in for another couple minutes, keep an eye on it, and keep doing the toothpick test until it comes out clean. So let's start baking. Okay, so my cake was in the oven for exactly 50 minutes. I inserted a toothpick, it came out clean, so we're ready to go. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna allow it to cool in the pan for about 10 minutes. Then I'm gonna run a butter knife gently around the edges and on the inside just to make sure everything is loose from the pan. And then at that time, we will invert it onto a platter. Okay, so my cake has been resting for exactly 10 minutes in the pan. I ran a butter knife around the edges and in the middle just to make sure everything was nice and loose from the pan. Now if you greased your pan well and floured it, you shouldn't have any problem inverting it onto a platter or a plate. So what I'm gonna do is, because I want the top of the cake on my platter, so it's upside on the platter, I'm going to place it on a cake and then I'm going to place it on the platter so we have the top of the cake on the top. The pan is still pretty hot, so be careful. And now onto my gorgeous. It is just perfection. It's just perfect. So now I want to glaze mine, but it is totally up to you. If you want to serve the cake just as is, it is perfect exactly the way it is, but I just want to add a little glaze just to give it an extra something special. So now I'm going to allow my cake to cool for about 45 minutes to an hour, and then we'll work on our glaze, which is only 2 ingredients and very simple. Okay, so my cake has been cooling for exactly an hour, and now we are going to prepare our glaze. So what I have here is 1 cup of icing sugar, and also known as powdered sugar, and here I have some half and half cream. So you can use half and half cream, table cream, or you can even use some milk as well, whatever you have on hand. Now I thought I had table cream in the fridge, but I don't, so I will be using half and half cream. So what we're going to do is we're going to add it in 1 tablespoon at a time until you reach your desired consistency that you want for your glaze. We'll add in 1 more tablespoon. I'm gonna add in another, about half a tablespoon. I don't want mine to be too thin. This is perfect. Now I'm going to bring my cake forward and we'll place our glaze on top. Okay, so our cake looks wonderful, and now we are ready to cut a piece of cake and try it. Look how gorgeous this is, the 2 layers of the chocolate that we added in between our cake batter, just perfection. Okay, so now we're ready to try it. It tastes so amazing. All you need is a cup of coffee or tea and you're ready to go. So that's about it. Very simple to make, very delicious, looks amazing on the inside, and it's almost like a pound cake. It is so smooth and just perfection. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a nice big thumbs up. Don't forget to share the recipe with your family and friends, and enjoy the recipe, guys. You will love it. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you will be notified every time I upload a new and delicious recipe. So I'll see you on my next video. Take care. Bye, everyone.